Hi, this is Jim Starkweather, the publisher of Kitmaker Network and Armorama.com, and welcome to another episode of Turning the Page. My mouth's a little out of practice for doing all that, so I seem to be doing it slower. Welcome to this issue of Turning the Page, and we've got Real Colors of World War II here from AK Interactive. This has authors' contributions from Jurgen Kuroff, Przemysław Skolski, Mike Starmer, and Steven Zaloga. Got through a couple of those names. The Polish one probably I bastardized, but you know, that's just the way my pronunciations are for those names. We've got quite a bit of kind of press out for this book. There's been a lot of stuff on the net already, I'm sure, on it, but here's my overview. And again, this is just a quick page turner. I have not looked at the book in detail or had time to read all the books we get. I've got a stack here, so yeah, I don't have the times, but I believe I did give one of these books to one of our contributors, so hopefully they'll be doing a more detailed review on it. On the back here, you can see some of the color plates that are in the book. Initially, I thought this was going to maybe be like a book about projects using the paints, but it really is about the research that they went through to build this new real color paint line that AK has put out. One thing you get in the initial book, or that's inserted somewhere here, is these German World War II colors, the plate colors, which are the colors that are available through for the German World War II. They have far more colors than this. I believe there's like 114 in the total series, but these include some of the German colors, Soviet colors, British colors, and U.S. colors for World War II. All right, let's take a quick look through. The book is hardcover, and it is through 208 pages, printed in a very, very nice gloss material. This one was signed to me. Thanks. I wonder if the other one was signed too, or maybe it was just this one. But thanks for Fernando for signing the book. I didn't even notice that until just now, so that's kind of a little bit of maybe I gave away the right book that wasn't signed, or either that or he signed both of them, but probably just the one, I'm guessing. All right, so I guess I'll keep this one then, since it's, you know, dedicated to me, or not dedicated to me. That's the wrong usage. It has been signed or whatever in my name. All right, so sorry, a little bit of a fluster there for me. So a table of contents written in very small text here because there's a lot of it. Prologue: German armor colors and camouflage. I'm going to do the main sections here. Soviet armor camouflage, British armor camouflage. That covers our four, and U.S. Army color camouflage, and then they go through things like the introduction, RAL system for the German ones, OKH regulations, chronology of colors used, original color parts, color photographs taken during World War II, analysis and study of colors using original paint samples. There's also a bibliography at the end. All right, so let's take a look at the introduction, the prologue here. You can see I love this binder bit that they put down the middle here. That is a really nice touch. If you can't quite see it, it just gives you that kind of manually kind of version of something that you're looking through, like the original color manuals were probably in a lot of that kind of wire binder format. Excellent photography, you know, again, just kind of stuff we kind of expect now from a lot of these AK and other Spanish publications. They just do a really good job with this publication printing stuff. This is the German armor colors section, so you can see again a nice color photo here. A lot of the research and reference that they obviously went into doing this, and some of this stuff's been on hand, but hopefully there's some new and unique photos in these books that you haven't seen before. The introduction section, and this one, I'm not sure who's written. They didn't really credit who wrote each section, but I'm guessing graphics and layout. I'm guessing the contributing authors wrote each one. Maybe their names are at the end here. Well, let me see. RAL system. So again, some of the different color documentation that they went through to look at, you know, the various the accurate colors that were used. Some British soldiers there looking over, I assume, some German field artillery. And again, they have lots of these pages here with the various different German colors. So you get all the various specs on them, and these look like actual, you know, photographs of the original German things. Some of them are very badly marred or even have paint on them, so they look pretty real. And yeah, that's a nice touch, adding those to the book. So parts that have the original paints on them, and specific. This one says, another variant of the Dunkelgelb color was seen on many preserved parts of vehicles and equipment, such as the Schürzen support bracket from Jagdpanzer IV pictured here. From a Jagdpanzer IV pictured here. So yeah, again, a lot of color reference, obviously, a lot of information here presented, and then it goes into appendix with some additional chart and document information that's noted here, and then specific color plates or color samples here of the various colors. I believe these are all going to be in the Real Colors line. And then it goes into the regulations for using the paints with more original documentation here, talking about like distribution of paints and various people that were actually cited for these documents. Synthetic resin paint can be stored for no longer than 3 months. This has to be taken into account when determining the amount of paint ordered. So again, all this stuff is translated. This is the original German. This is the translated in English. So very nice. And for somebody looking for, again, real color information or accurate color information, this book, I believe, based on, you know, who's involved with it and so forth, is going to be hard to argue with, even though I know there's been a little bit of controversy about some of the paints or some of the things. But, you know, hey, that always happens anytime anybody comes out with something that's changing or trying to change some of the status quo. So then this is going into chronology of the colors used by the German Army to the section 2.4, the pre-war period. And again, it says a covering plate of a 5-watt radio transmitter housing used by the Condor Legion during the Spanish Civil War. This part is painted in the pre-war tricolor scheme of Erdgelb number 17, Grun number 28, and Braun number 18, private collection, 45th Division Cherokees. So that's nice to have some of that stuff in there as well. Some nice side profile color plates, and then going into even colors used in Russia, Africa, more color plates. Again, just a lot of content in here, and I can't flip through it all 200 pages of it, but you can kind of get an idea that you're just, you know, it's just a treasure trove of stuff. So, not sure the pricing on the book. I know it's not going to be inexpensive, but for the amount of work and layout and detail and research and so forth that's gone into these, or into this book, I can't imagine, you know, anything short of $150 price tag, you know, that kind of level. But I believe it's somewhere in the normal range of hardcover reference books like this. So. And again, hopefully there are a lot of photos in here that you're seeing. There's a, is that an M? What is that, an M10? In winter, whitewashed. He's just throwing it on there, throwing the whitewash on there. So yeah, some great photos. More color plates here at the end. No idea. Can't have time to read. And the bibliography at the end. So yeah, check it out. I mean, if you're interested, I'm sure there's some higher detail reviews than mine of actual people who've read through the whole book and had time to do such things. But I think just thumbing through it, it certainly looks impressive. And my apologies for not getting this out sooner. It's just been one of those. It's been one of those months for me. 1 or 2 months now, after moving the office, just finally getting things kind of back up to speed. Thanks again to AK for providing us this sample, as well as the other one we sent, which has gone off to somebody already, for review or usage in their Real Colors project. I love the little details. I mean, it's like this would just normally be black, but they've got actual like little splashes of stuff in there to give it kind of a, you know, like it is here on the actual ammunition crate. So just nice little details. They replicated it down here with the AK logo as well. So again, thanks for watching, and have comments, questions, suggestions, you can put them below. I'll try to take some photos on this one and put them up on our site. So if you're interested in seeing anything in better detail, you can kind of check those out. Although we don't usually put like huge high-res photos, but those will be on our website for this review on there. And we will see you next time on Turning the Page.